My middle school and high school days were filled with one common thing, an envy of everyone else around me. I was unhappy with myself and wanted to be anybody but me. I was unhappy with my voice, with my body, with the way I sweat a lot when I'm uncomfortable, and with the way I had difficulty controlling my emotions. The list seemed endless. I can't exactly pinpoint when this started, but it grew to a point where I started to do things just to fit in, or so I thought. As human beings, we're naturally a social race and we tend to seek acceptance from others. This compliant part of our personality can take over a person. I was assumed to be victim of this. In my freshman year of high school, I recall attempting to become friends with as many people as possible to fill the void of wanting to belong. Looking back, I did this to hide my insecurities from other people that I cared about. I even tried to hide them from people who I didn't know. I realized I wanted to avoid anybody from being my enemy. I hid my insecurities by acting like I was somebody else. This cycle broke when I started doing things that you wouldn't expect from a person like me. Transferring to RHP, I was exposed to a community that I've never seen before. When I first toured the campus, I didn't know how I would settle into such a small place. The first day of school came, and the faculty at RHP were not only nice, they cared about the well-being of their students. They wanted us to succeed. They wanted to not only teach, but to educate us. At first, it was hard transferring because I was a reserved person, but gradually I opened up to more and found a balance in my life that I was actually proud of. I learned to be myself without having to worry about others judging me. My insecurities still lurked at the edges of my head, but they didn't affect my everyday life like they used to before. I grew comfortable with what I was doing, not feeling incentives or obligations to impress others. The fact that RHP centered itself around the student really helped my self-confidence in speaking out in a classroom setting. At my previous school, I was always nervous to say an answer in fear of getting the question wrong and people laughing at me. Now I don't care if I get a question wrong as long as I learn the solution to the problem. Fast forward 3 years, and I'm in my senior year. I've challenged myself by taking AP English Language, which was easily the hardest course I've ever taken. It was a rough year full of sleepless nights from doing essays and reading responses the day prior to the due date. However, I learned so much in this class and highly recommend people to take it. For those of you that don't know, Ms. Hodges, the teacher of the class, has a quote that she says at the end of every class session. If you can't love yourself, how in the world can you expect to love somebody else? This quote was simple, yet so powerful to me. After repeatedly hearing the quote, I started to care about myself more and learn my true value. I accepted my insecurities because they weren't something to be ashamed about. They defined who I was and what made me special. Each of us are. We're all here for a reason. No matter how down you feel, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. As cheesy as it sounds, it's true. To end my speech, I would like to reference a quote from an artist, Immortal Technique. The purpose of life is simply a life with a purpose. Thank you. All right, shout outs, Ms. Hodges. Thank you for the support you've given me through my senioritis. It's only been a year, but you've built a special connection between our whole AP Lang class and yourself. Thanks for always being someone to talk to and for being understanding in every situation. Mr. Flamini, thank you for taking in our orphaned advisory and being our third advisor in 3 years. Your sense of humor is the best, and I don't think I could go a class without laughing at your intended puns. I don't understand how you have enough time to teach with all the lifting you do. And thanks for flexing your credit score these past few classes. Ms. Hagee, I still remember how we first met 3 years ago. I broke your Thomas Jefferson bobblehead and had to apologize for it. Ever since then, we've built a strong friendship that goes beyond the classroom setting. Thanks for always being someone that I could comfortably talk to. We'll keep in touch when I leave for college. The RHP boys basketball team, you guys are a second family to me, and we fought through everything together. We've shed blood, sweat, and tears on the court. Thank you guys for making these seasons memorable ones. I know you guys are going to do great things in the future. Coach Negan, sorry for getting you my senior speech 2 days before instead of 2 weeks before, but thank you for how much you've done for the RHP boys basketball team and other teams these past years and even before. You check in and support me all the time, no matter what, so thank you for that. Coach Corey, I know you're not here right now, but thanks for being a big contribution for our basketball team. You drive miles to get film for us, and I appreciate that. Congrats on graduating from Cal State Long Beach, and I can't wait to see you do great things as a coach. Coach Jason, the coach that makes fun of me the most, thank you for everything you've done for me these past 3 years. You make sure I'm alright and always give me advice on my predicaments. I can always go to your room to talk to you, even if nothing is wrong. Also, I want to say thank you for the countless amounts of Jack in the Box that you would buy me. Thanks for being an amazing coach, but an even better friend. I'm going to miss you. Coach Gatani, you've shown us boys the definition of hard work. No matter how many times you yell at us, I know that's just you showing how much you care about us. You showed us the most underrated type of love, tough love. Thanks for building me into the young man that I am today. I don't know where I'd be without all your advice and support. Thank you for leading this team and giving me the best years of my basketball career. Julian, thanks for being such a good friend. I always enjoy cracking jokes with you in history class. You've been a brother ever since sophomore year, and I'll never forget the iconic outdoor ed picture we took. I hope you do great things at USF. Sam, my hustle brother, I'm glad you came to prep a year ago. You become one of my closest friends, and thank you for always making me laugh when you tweak out. I'm going to miss you, Slime. Vaughn, we've been close friends ever since we arrived at prep. We've created too many memories to count. I'm going to miss going to the mall with you and blowing bags. Thanks for always being there for me no matter what. We haven't always agreed on stuff, but at the end of the day, you're truly my guy, and I'm going to miss you so much next year. Love you, bro. Chris, I wouldn't be the person I am today if it wasn't for you. You've been my best friend and such a positive role model for me these past 3 years. You're always there to talk to me, and I wouldn't replace the connection we have for the world. We have humor that nobody understands. You're someone I could confidently call my brother. It's going to be difficult in college without you. Thank you for everything. I love you. Naya, thanks for being my ride or die this past year. There's no amount of words that can truly represent what you mean to me. You've created countless memories, and I wouldn't want to be with anyone else. Getting cuffed by you has been one of the best decisions I've ever made. Lord knows we've been through hell, but nobody knows us and the type of connection we have. I love you so much. Camden, I know you're at school, but I know we always fight physically and verbally, but you're truly the best brother ever. I'm glad to be the person you look up to. I wouldn't let anything happen to you, little bro. I love you. Mom and Dad, you guys have sacrificed so much just for me and Camden to live a happy life. I know I don't show it, but I'm truly appreciative of everything you guys have ever done for me. Our family has been through a lot, and I can't imagine how much stress us kids put on you guys, but you deal with it. Nothing means more to me than you guys. I'm going to miss you so much when I'm gone for college, so be ready for multiple phone calls during the leave. I love you too so much. Thank you.